Hello, everyone. I'm Chaitanya roadmap of Rongo and what we actually deliver. So just the big picture, our main goal is to connect local growers of fresh produce to individual customer facilities. The customer facilities could be local schools, offices, apartment complexes, or cafeterias and restaurants. What we do is to create modular logistical systems that collect the live plant from the growers, transport them using optimized transportation services, and deliver to the customers just before they are consumed. So let me walk you through some of the key steps involved in this process. So customers who could be restaurants or schools or office buildings and so on, they subscribe to our system, our systems online. They choose what plants they need, what vegetables they need, and so on. And using their information, we then connect them to the local farms, and we identify the optimal farms who could deliver to the customer's needs. And then we use optimized replenishment schedules, where we take the live produce without plucking them, take the live plant and transport them to the customer location. And this is a place where we are able to account for the amount of optimize for the space required for this, the time that it takes to grow at the customer location. And we take all of these factors into consideration and create the replenishment schedules. The customers then receive the live plants, and we also enable the systems at the customer location, where we rent out some space at the customer location and build them systems that allow last mile growing. The last mile growing is the last part of the growth of the plants, where they reach their maturity and they can be consumed right after they're ready to be consumed. And then the customer then plucks the plants right before consuming, and then are delivered to the last to the plate of a consumer. Now, what does Rongo do in all these steps? So we optimize for the farm choice based on the customer preferences, availabilities, capacities, and so on. And we also optimize the replenishment schedule by incorporating multiple stop routes. So this is one factor where we are leveraging the skill set of the founder. So I myself come from an operations background. I'm an academic, and I have developed algorithms to do this in the most optimal manner, which I've also implemented at Amazon Grocery. And we also provide analytics and technology for the customer to enable this last mile producing, where the customer produces just before they consume. Now, how is Rongo different? In traditional systems, as we all know, the produce is harvested, cleaned up, stored, packaged, and transported to the customer. Now, each of these steps involves a lot of wastage and also reduces the shelf life, because as soon as the plant or the leaves are out of a live plant, the shelf life starts clicking. Now, what does Rongo do? Rongo transports live growing plants. So the plant is always fresh until it reaches the customer. And it does not need packaging. So there's no need to package to maintain the freshness, because it's still alive. It therefore also requires less temperature controls. It doesn't need a lot of sophisticated cold storage or cold supply chains. It just needs a normal temperature for the plant to be alive. And this also allows the customer to produce freshest produce possible. And what is the value that they're adding? So firstly, by cutting down on a lot of cold supply chain logistics, we lowered the carbon footprint. We are also removing packaging, which also adds to wastage. We are also reducing wastage that happens during each of these steps. And finally, we are also leading to increased quality at the customer level, where the customer is able to eat produce that has been plucked maybe half an hour, 1 hour before it's consumed. So I hope Rongo, we can scale and we can connect local farms to the end consumers using the state-of-the-art logistics technology, and we hope you can be part of our mission. Thank you.